But then you look at some of the other things. You could say the DogChamp, their support duo is Paper. Those two guys, the moment they jumped on, they could be killed. So that's a bit of an issue. The Mars can be a little bit hit or miss for DogChamp. No negativity towards the player to look at himself, but it's tough. It's not an easy Mars game at all. Last game, maybe he's not feeling the hero today, so those are issues. I do like that Enigma is going to reduce the farm for the Alchemist quite a bit as well, and I do think that Voicespirit should be able to get some kills. So overall, though, I'll put my faith in the Alchemist of Stonebank. I think Stonebank is DogChamp's best player today, and they are giving him the win condition with this Alchemist. They like all eggs on him, and I think he'll be able to perform.
I guess you're going to have to check what kind of interest you get from the Stonebank.
Oh, if I wasn't so tired, I would have faked laughed, but I can't. I'm already doing one job. I can't do two jobs.
We'll see. We shall see what he goes for. But I quite like the pick as well, right? I kind of didn't even bring him up, but I do think he'll end up getting online. You're fighting around some pretty long cooldowns early here for 5ManMidas. You're waiting for an expensive item on the Void Spirit. He'll probably want to go for the Acceptor again. That gives the Stonebank a lot of time to farm up an item or two or maybe even three. We'll see. I think Radiance is also fairly strong this game against all the summons that you're bringing, right? Eidolons and Treants. It feels pretty good for Stonebank, honestly. You take Scribble's Greed level 1, though.
Ooh,
and I think that's because they were expecting to get more bounties. And I think now it'll be a race to this one in the river. Bolo's got boots. Pugna doesn't want to deny it. He'll get it. Pugna's speedy, man. 330 move speed. All right. The only reason I hype that up so much is because you gotta. If you take Gribble's Greed level 1, you gotta at least get your 2.
Yes. I'm like, oh man, Yaren with the turbo and against the tiny. So well done by him. I'm not a big fan of Carry Nature's Prophet. I don't really care what.
Really?
Yeah, I don't like it that much.
I love it. I love the carry MP. What don't you like about it? It's so fun to watch.
It just seems so flaky, which is, by the way, like, that's such a nice thing to say. I'm like, I don't really have to give you any excuse. I'm just gonna say random words. It just doesn't seem very stable. I just don't think that the hero is able to show up with like a big presence. Yes, you can Wrath of Nature does a good amount of damage, but the hero shows up. There's barely any stuns. He's kind of fragile. Needs a lot of farm. It doesn't farm. I don't know. I don't like it.
I'll tell you what I really like about the hero. I like how he can kind of fundamentally change the way the game's played. Most teams refuse to rotate their safe laner in most situations. This hero is a hero whose playstyle kind of forces you to consider it, and more likely than not, if you want to succeed, to actually be the initiator a lot of times. Rotate mid, kind of gank some of these lanes surprisingly. I think I kind of fell in love with the way like the Hawk and a lot of the Eastern European teams were especially playing it. Just the way that they were able to play around the map. Eastern Europe in general, though, compared to a lot of other regions, they do really play the map quite nicely. I think NA, with the amount of times that they're kind of experimenting with this Dawnbreaker pick, giving it a little bit of run for money, I thought that should have pulled. Bloody Knight getting a little bit of the short straw there. I'm sure he had something to say about that. As Lukey dying to a Treant is going to live bottom. Sorry. But I like NP a lot. Like watching it. I don't like playing with it, though.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely pros and cons to it. Like, I can see why it could be pretty good. I remember watching in the previous ESL when they were playing it in South America. They played it as a mid lane. Their Infamous was just absolutely godlike with it. Talents have changed since then, and the hero, I'm not sure. I don't know if I personally believe it, but hey, it can work.
Yeah, it used to be an offlaner back when Blade Mail had, what was it, like the Robe of the Magi in it or something like that, right?
Yeah.
Who was a really popular offlaner. And that meta, that was a really weird meta, though. You had like Embers rushing Vessel and like Halberds. That was cool. And then the Lycan patch came, so like I guess I shouldn't complain. That's what you get.
No, I mean, I'm trying to remember of a patch I like. I like when Queen of Pain used to take Blade Mail.
What a toss back. And the blocks as well out from Bolo are just about flawless. That'll be first blood. Pretty painful for Bolo. That's the thing, is when you do take this Grievous Grid level 1, you hate having seen that number fall back to 3. Because that means you're losing all that bonus gold. All your interest from farming on the map just falls to 0. And that's really, really bad when that's all that ability does for you.
They timed it really well. They were waiting for Bloody Knight to go pull the creeps, and when he did, they're like, okay, we'll just kill the alchemist and make sure he can actually get out there with thanks to the mob block. So well done by them. And they also get another bounty ruin. So there's just no bounty ruins going for DogChamp.
Check out these blocks as well, setting up for the battery. So it's only batteries at level 1, but there's cogs at the ready. Yarn can't bring himself out because he can't attack. Surrounded by the treants, the pushback might just save his life here, as there's the bonk courtesy of Lukey. He's going to at least buy Yarn enough time to live. Over in the river, Bolo is going to drag the attention of Stonebank and Bloody Nine pretty far from lane. Not the best death, unfortunately, because the wave was under tower anyway, so Stonebank rewarded in a kill. And does give an extra level here to himself and the Maiden. He's going for the sampler build. 1-1-1 has the points now in that unstable concoction. And has the mana to use it as well, courtesy of the Maiden.
Nice change to that she gives mana every time she uses a spell, which is pretty cool. In the meantime, though, mid lane, RL and Kits, so far very even, only 1 CS between them. And I do think the Void Spirit is kind of a little bit better at making space around the map, but Dawnbreaker's ultimate is also like a very nice get out of jail free card anywhere on the map, doesn't even need a tower.
A toss for Bloody Nine, as he's going to attempt to make it out of this one alive. Gets at least a little bit more mana off to his ally. He's still dead, unfortunately. There's lots of action bottom where Yarn trades himself for Arduous. Lukey getting, of course, the much better exchange rate here. Once again, seems to be willing to go for the armlet, though. I like it better in this lane, though, I gotta say.
Oh, yeah, for sure. And he's going to go for the Soul Ring first. And, yeah, I mean, you have the Crystal Maiden giving you mana, but more mana is never a problem, so I like that.
He kind of needs the burst mana as well, he benefits from. Nice job there, trying to prevent Yarn from going for the bottle refill. It's going to betray his ward, which is fine because it was running out in a couple of seconds anyway. But Kits makes the very wise play, and he puts it into the inventory of his support. Yes, mid laners, you can do that. You don't have to drop it on the ground. You can put it into our inventory. That works too. That'll refill the bottle.
Yeah, but what if I show up with my inventory full and it has to go to the backpack? At which point when I turn,
well, that's the support's fault. And speaking of faults here, Stonebank, oh, it's a super early Solar Guardian, which was actually canceled, I want to say, well, it had to have been by the Aether Remnant. Fade will live because of that, although he cannot fight here in the Acid Spray. It's Bolo finds out as well, 0 armor on this hero. Nah, if you TP mid, you have to have an empty slot. You can rearrange your items when you TP, can't you?
Yes, you can.
Yeah. No excuses.
What if I was lazy, though? I was tired, man. I was casting all night. I can't be expecting. Oh, man, I hate some of the areas that have, like, somehow between 2 trees when you spear. It's like, it should land, but it just doesn't, because for some ungodly reason, there's, like, a gap somehow in the forest.
Tiny attempting to win a D Ward war, even versus a Maiden, he can't do it. It's like a sign of the times.
Well, so far it is a relatively even game compared to game 2, which had 5ManMidas with about a couple of thousand advantage here. It's looking a lot more even. Lukey, he's got the Soul Ring. And does he need boots in this game? Sorry, a Blink Dagger? I feel like he has to get Blink Dagger early this game, so he can set up for the Dawnbreaker Soul Guardian and everything for Crystal Maiden. Oh, well, top lane.
Yep, they did rotate RRL for this. Oh, and they're going to get the Courier Bolo killed. Not the biggest deal. They see RL come in as well, which is why they're going to get this D-Ward. At least he does something with his Haste Rune. Might be able to steal a stack here. He's going to commit for it, at least 1 Astral Step. He'd, yeah, be wary of committing the second because of the presence of Bloody Nine. They're sending the Dawnbreaker on over with Bolo promising to come in via map ping. There could be, ooh, the hammer. Very nice Aether Remnants, though. RL saving that Astral Step, considering going back in here as the toss back throws Bloody Nine here on target. Stonebank, though, joining the fight. But it's actually a TP in from Arduous, who erects the Sprout, which prevents Stonebank from fighting. Now Fade in with the Black Hole, which Stonebank is going to definitely avoid for that +3 gold, sweet gold onto Arduous. Needs a target to throw this chemical to. Does, throws it onto Feeling as Lukey shows up to fight. Does not cancel the TP of Feeling. Goes for the high value kill onto Fade as RL just TPs away in the middle of this all. A good defense, I want to say, actually, from DogChamp, all things considering.
Yeah, fighting right next to the enemy outpost this early on can be a bit problematic, and especially with the Dawnbreaker, Although she didn't even need to use her ultimate, she just TP'd there normally. And okay, overall this comes out a little okay for DogChamp. However, they are the team with the Alchemist, so they need to be a lot further ahead in terms of gold for them to feel pretty good about this.
So good, it's a Bloody lead, nothing too crazy, as Yarn is deleted there by the Wrath of Nature. Bloody 9 as well, they're going to ult in on this as they look for a kill onto Odihus. The Cog pushback, actually pushing Odihus a bit closer here to the Dawnbreaker. As the slow from the Celestial Hammer, and now the bonk set up for the Starbreaker. Lukey with a spear, always hits those. Lukey with a kill there, 2 for himself now. Very nice job here from the last couple of minutes as far as DogChamp moving around the map.
By the way, we did see Crystal Maiden going for the infused raindrops, and just like we talked about, because damage coming out is a lot magical, and having raindrop saves you, keeps your life on that. So it's going to be Alchemist rushing the Radius, although it's going to be a little bit later than usual. Crystal Maiden, is she in trouble actually?
Could be. For now, though, the arena is for Bolo, so is the Starbreaker. That'll miss. Bolo is going to eventually die here to the damage of Kid. Celestial Hammers, they want more. RL doesn't have any spells, but DogChamp also kind of limited in what they have left in the tank as well. They're happy with the Tier 1 tower. They're going to go ahead and get out here through the enemy jungle. They do leave Lukey behind. Lukey, who does he have full armlet now finished? He does. Does he? No, I think he's missing the recipe. That's phase boots. Okay, so just the helm of the Iron Will. Nothing wrong with this. If he decides to pursue the second blades of attack, we might need to have a conversation. I don't know if he'll do it this game. Just the bonus armor is good enough for him this game, honestly.
Radiant's middle tower
Yeah. Later on. If you look at the damage coming out for 5ManMidas, though, it's a lot of mixed magical and physical damage, right? Like, besides Nature's Prophet dealers right-click, the other 4 heroes don't right-click at all. It's all magic damage, so I wouldn't mind if we see a Hood come out, or a Pipe. Pipe is a lot better than it used to be. It gives you, what, 12% now magic resistance to all allies rather than 10? So, I mean, it's all magic for 5ManMidas, so it would be nice if they go for it.
I'd agree. It might feel like a little bit overkill because it's like, I guess that's what we have Netherward for. The spell damage reduction 20%. Like, do we really need to get a pipe on top? I would agree with you personally. I kind of like the idea of that. Perhaps, I mean, you could also consider a Crimson Guard, and that feels MP. It makes him feel real bad, as RL is going to definitely avoid that Solar Guardian. That didn't really fall for that one. The wake of Lukey's last arena is still here for RL, searing into his memory, and he's not gonna fall for that one again. Fade is pushing top though. These are the dire Eidolons. These boys do damage.
Yeah, 47 per hit. That's pretty good. And you get 6 of them. Tower's fault. But yeah, when you're ahead in Dota 2, you generally want to build the more defensive items, because you know if you die, it's like you give away so much gold, and plus just by staying alive, you do plenty of damage as it is with your levels and net worth leads. So don't want to go too aggressive with your item build. Although I'm interested to see what is Dawnbreaker actually building. She's got 2,000 gold in the bank and nothing else.
Lukey, nice job there. Avoids the Aether Remnant. Oh, he's gonna have a Clockwork Toss on top of him though. Gets the spear off, but not really much he could do there. He's breaking the smoke for the Alchemist, who has not yet finished this stack, and he's gonna go ahead and stack it another time here. There's still an acid spray here that I guess the observers can't even see. Cursed acid spray, there it is. Back again. We'll have another Chemical Rage ready to farm this one back up. It's slow but steady here, and this might be enough as well for his Radiance. Hard to say with a triple stack still. Greevil's Greed maxed out. It'll be close. He might need...
That's it.
Yeah.
No, I don't think. I think no. I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. Yeah, it looks like he might need a couple.
Yeah, he might need a hard camp as well.
The hard camp's like.
It's close.
Top lane though. It looks like Mitch Pop he was like, I'm gonna TP in. I'm gonna TP in. You flinched, you bastards. You guys thought I was coming in. And then you all back out. Yeah, it looks like Dawnbreaker's gonna go for the Deso.
I don't like this build.
I don't like it either. I was gonna say I don't like the new Deso with that you have to stack the damage. I just don't like. I feel like that's a bit gimmicky compared to.
Okay, I mean, fair enough on that. I just don't think it's good on Dawnbreaker. I understand why people go for this item. I much prefer Echo Saber into BKB.
Same.
For my money anyway, but maybe on the mid lane, Dawnbreaker is a bit different. They're gonna look for RRL. Oh, gets the Astral Step away though. Bloody 9. Oh, they gotta run actually. There's enemies coming. Very good arena spear from Lukey, but Adihuis is here with the numbers as 5ManMidas, but with the ulti, here's Bloody 9. He's at least gonna be able to set up for the kill onto RRL and Feeling with Kids TPing on in. There's the black hole. It's only caught one and interrupted by the spear. DogChamp, it's all coming together for them as they get the Adihuis and they will kill off Fade. Bolo, left underneath the tier 1 tower, does at least get the mate in there, despite the Nether Ward here reducing his damage. Life drained to death there, as Yarn is going to end up with 2 kills, and maybe even the tower here. As once again, just all right for DogChamp. That's a 4v5. Snowbank not even in the fight.
Oh man, that's a big team wipe, and now there's 6,000 gold at DogChamp, and you can see the farm. Oh, Lukey losing his life here, but at least they get something in return here for RL. But overall, you're very happy if you're DogChamp, especially when you look at the Alchemist, who was 50% ahead of the Nature's Prophet in terms of net worth. Is a farmed boy right there.
Yeah, he's starting to take off. Early BKB here. I always like a Blink Dagger first, personally, on the Alchemist, but I think going straight BKB, there's absolutely nothing wrong with that, especially with the amount of initiation they have. You know, you could always say, oh, against the black hole, yeah, sure, fair enough, but you know, it does at least prevent you from taking damage from other sources, and with your Chemical Rage regeneration, you might be able to rely on that. Even if you're in a black hole with BKB active, you might be able to live through it. It's a lot of regen, a lot of HP regen.
Speaking of HP regen, they do have a vessel on the Enigma, which is standard build, but no charges on it. And it looks like Bloody 9 is probably going to be losing his life here.
Yep.
One sacrifice for the Death Gods.
Yeah, just going for the D-War. He's not going to find anything there, except a couple enemy heroes who are coming to invade his jungle. Tower is taken there. Yarn did get it with the Nether Blast. He is putting points in the Nether Blast now after maxing the Nether Ward. Pretty standard Pugna stuff. We saw this hero really fall off in terms of his pick rate, but not much about him really changed.
Oh, what?
Still,
I mean,
still very good.
No, not nowhere near as good. I mean, Netherward took a big hit. Like the damage per level is now 1 level less than it used to be, and the damage reduction is also a huge hit. Oh, little top lane.
Yeah, a little 5% difference. He's gonna live through it here, though, even with the avalanche on top. With Fate stuck inside the arena, RL's able to leave. There's the toss on back. Second time Bolo's gotten a toss kill of this game. This time onto Yaren. I don't know. I think that hero's still really good, to be honest. Yeah, I mean, 1 level less. He's still good.
Still good, but not broken like before. Remember, he was one of the best Wraith Pact builders as well.
Yeah.
Wraith Pact also got nerfed.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
So it's like he's got double whammy from both sides, and just that's a big reason why he's just not as good as he used to be.
I think he's like not first pick material. Like you could just first pick him whatever draft he would fit in, but now he's still very good. I don't know.
He's definitely good. I mean, we agree he's good. To the extent he's good.
He is effective this game, reducing that damage significantly, forcing another toss on himself. Speaking of toss, is going to die to one here.
All true.
RL was waiting for him there in the trees. So Lukey's going to pop out, try and farm up his BKB and take a death. Not sure if it's BKB yet. Lukey hasn't queued anything up mid though. Fade is gonna die here. Not really anywhere you could go. Being life drained from one direction. Frost Maiden in the other. Wasn't looking too good for him there. And now trapped inside. My God, with the Dessa, that was an easy kill, I suppose. That was pretty cool. Yeah, +4 damage here already. Looking to make it a little bit more with this kill into RL, but he's a bit too zippy.
Oh, maybe the Dessa isn't so bad, Dawnbreaker. Although I also agree that Echo Saber is generally feels better. Even something like Sanj and Yasha, I like it a little bit more than the Dessa. In the meantime, though,
I guess like if you can manage your Starbreaker to make sure your third hit is on that Luminosity with Deso, like that seems like it could be good. That's a kill, by the way, onto Adihuis, just set up by, again, Lukey patrolling the map, finding a spear onto the Nature's Prophet in an easy kill. It's really effective.
I think. Oh, in the meantime, RL just killed Bloody 9 here.
Oh, great hook shot. That'll interrupt the match community shard here, but I'm not sure if Eden really wants to continue sparring. 8th Remnant at least buys them a bit more time. Hits, giving chase, has another Starbreaker, gets the kill. As they also, oh no, that was there. Yep.
And by the way,
Mid lane for Pugma, as well as for Stonebank, who does stun himself here, but he's got BKB and a Blink Dagger freshly delivered. There is no running from this fade. However, nope, there is no running from this. Not with BKB. He tries to juke around the tree. A very cute effort. But nothing really he could do about that one there.
Let's be careful since the Nature's Prophet is here. Although Nature's Prophet, nothing to throw it to try to latch onto here. But they do lose the Dawnbreaker. That's a big kill. 8 kill streak going out for the Dawnbreaker.
Whoa. Whoa.
Yeah. I didn't realize he had 8 kills. By the way, Dawnbreaker, I believe the swipe and the strike damage are now all the same, so it doesn't matter if you proc it in the first hit or like the 3rd hit anymore. It's kind of crazy.
Oh.
There you go, Starbreaker. The swipe and the smash is all the same now. In the meantime, though, they are going to get killed on the clock. Or not.
Oh, I don't know. Luki gets out the arena still. Yeah, Frostbite into the freezing field is great for Bloody 9. They protect him there, covering him with the Decrepify. RL keen to make the jump here. He does not get to do Yar in here, but the Eidolons should do the trick. Force himself out. Starting to life drain off RL. They'll keep him topped up, actually. The double buyback from 5ManMidas here. As Adihues with the Gleipnir, at least locking down 2. Hookshot, though, is onto the neutral creeps. As in comes the Dawnbreaker now with the Solar Guardian. That'll condemn here about Clockwork, or at least prove his counter initiation to be ineffective. As now Adihues on the run. The toss in place is for Stonebank, but he continues to burn them down here with the Radiance. As Bolo is going to be pushed a bit further back. Bolo trying to secure the kill until Luki with the Avalanche will miss out. That was a buyback, though, for 5ManMidas. Immediately countered by the TPA, or sorry, the ultimate hits.
Yeah, both the supports are going to be looking very poor right now, as the Pugna continues to farm pretty decently, almost at the same net worth as the Enigma. And he got the Force Staff. He's going to go for a Glimmer Cape first, but just focusing on keeping his allies alive as much as possible. I like it a lot. In the meantime, Dawnbreaker is going to go for the Blink Dagger. She has an interesting interaction with it, in that she can only blink in the direction she starts breaking.
That's true.
Yep, you can't actually like sort of turn around or anything, but she does have a shard, so that does help her move to the side at least. Although Dawnbreaker, she's taking some damage. Dawnbreaker, it looks like she is gonna fall here, and it was a violent kill. I'm glad we didn't see it.
Very violent. Too violent for my likes.
I do not like the violence myself. It's like no, why can't we just have fun? You know, like have you played Pokemon, the new Pokemon Unite game, where your goal is to score goals, not exactly kill each other? It's nice.
Oh right, Pokemon. That's the MOBA, right?
Unite, I think it's Pokemon Unite.
No, I haven't seen that one.
It's not bad. It's 10 minutes a match, so you can always like, alright, 10 minutes. I'll play one game and I'll call it.
There you go.
Dire's top tower.
In the meantime, Luki, how are we doing on him? What item does he have? He has that.
BKB.
Oh, no, I think.
Yeah, BKB. That's good. Ogre Axe on the way. Mithril Hammer first, just looking to amp his damage up. Physical damage amped by the Deso. Not a problem with that. Further amped here soon by the AC, which is to be completed shortly by Stonebank. Going Gleipnir first here for Adihues as he now doubles back into the BKB. I think he's not fully regretting his choice, but finding himself here caught by a couple more things than he would like to. Usually you see the Maelstrom first and then into a BKB, I think, on these MPs.
Yeah, it's hard for him to stand toe-to-toe right now without the BKB, so he must get it as soon as he can. In the meantime, RL, he is... they're pretty aggressive here on 5ManMidas, also trying to... Oh no, we are going to be losing our life here.
Feeling tried to go for a cheeky smoke there. I guess he was going to look to go on a warding mission, and he knew he was in trouble as soon as he never actually smoked. Fake smoke. Doesn't get caught by the 8th Remnant. I don't think there's going to be backup here quite in time. Although with RL diving underneath the tower, it does give Luki a shot. They just need the vision, and right now Maiden without the mana is not going to be able to give that vision. So instead, Luki is going to faithfully farm the creep waves as Stonebank stuns himself here. Let's blink up to the high ground at least before he got stunned.
Unfortunately, there's nothing for him to kill over there. As an alchemist, you're a bloodhound. Like more. Funnel all the creeps to me. Well, we are going to be seeing at least the BKBs come up fairly soon on the Dawnbreaker, and that'll give them a huge window. We haven't seen a good black hole, a little good, like, you know, team fight, 3-man, 4-man black hole that turns it around. So I wouldn't count 5ManMidas out just yet.
Hits as well, Farm in here. Ooh, isolated Bolo gets the toss in place and the toss back. Starbreaker catches 2 here. The hook shot will condemn. No, not yet. Actually, Kit refused to die. Pops the BKB even. Now, that secures Roche for Stonebank, who does not have the Chemical Rage for another 30 seconds. But Fade was scouted here completely alone because, you know, there's 3 heroes bottom. Fade with a BKB now. Again, nothing to cancel this black hole. Let me think. Let me check. No Abyssal yet. Basher eventually on Stonebank, but I think if you cast Black Hole on yourself as Enigma, because Black Hole has a little bit of a cast range, the tiniest of cast ranges.
Yeah, you should be fine.
Yeah, you should be fine from Abyssal.
Because you're in the middle of the black hole.
Yeah, especially with Shard, like, I think you're okay.
In the meantime, though, Enigma, just happy to push. What? Oh,
Dawnbreaker
shows up.
He's dead. Luki again, he finds him easily. Gets the kill. That was the BKB for Luki on that courier, though. 2.5 minutes without a BKB on your Mars is going to be slightly painful. RL as well. He's scouted. He's under vision. If Bloody Knight gets the root, Luki with a blink spear connects it into the trees, into the freezing field. Oh, he actually jumps right into the hands here of the Pugna. Oh my goodness, that stun does not connect here by a millisecond. He's got the Acceptors, so Bloody Knight unable to find the root immediately, but the force step forward from his allies ensures the second spear and finds the kill there onto RL. Kill goes even onto Bloody Knight, who worked very hard for that kill, I might add, so he deserves it.
Enigma, just gonna go for that Blink Dagger. And by the way, this is kind of the issue I have with the Nature's Prophet. It just feels like when he shows up to these fights, he's not really bringing anything. Whereas the Alchemist shows up like, oh my god, Alchemist here, everybody run, or, you know, play the game around him. I feel like it's fun to do the same. Yeah,
Kit so far has, I don't want to call it a weak point, but they have been able to find Kits here quite isolated. BKB on BKB, but the Black Hole from Fade here is proving to be superior. Not much Bloody Knight can do all by himself, as Fade is going to be immune through the BKB duration to TP away, and same to Arduous. BKB is committed, triple BKBs there, 2-1. So better exchange rate there for DogChamp, even if they do lose their cores. 1 core, sorry.
DogChamp also rotated everyone down here. He couldn't get anything else, so it's not really a big deal. Hello.
Oh, the Uranus is second lane. RL does jump into it. Again, Luki does not have BKB because it was on his courier when it got sniped. Gets at least a little bit of bonus damage here onto Bolo, but no further. And Bolo's got E-Blade to protect himself, and that's RL now respawning into the double kill, into an Arcane Rune. This could get spicy, especially with Arduous TPing in right on top of Bloody Nine, who's going to be like, god damn it, there's a ward there. Gleipnir is going to equalize for the roots, and the kill there for Arduous.
Big rotation by RL, you know, just getting a double kill, just being able to make so much space. And 5ManMidas, they're stemming the bleeding. I believe the Enigma's the Blink Dagger is on the way, which will help out a lot. So they're doing a lot of the right things, but you are, I guess, Alchemist, which is just the most impossible here to control this game.
So far,
in general,
they're delaying like his effectiveness of these items. That's the way I kind of like to talk about Alc, especially as we see a bit more of the Alchemist these days. Of course, Alc's advantage, right, Greeble's Greed, is he farms just faster than other heroes. So he gets items faster than other heroes. Don't need to explain how effective a BKB can be. I think considering, you know, how essential this item has been for what has felt like years now. You know,
the whole game is balanced around BKB anyway.
Yeah, he gets this item sooner. He wants to be able to use it sooner than enemies get their own. So like he can really press that gold advantage, right? And have it be effective. When enemies also have their BKBs up, though, you know, the other items just don't really feel as strong. I would say Abyssal is a turning point here, where Abyssal Blade feels really great. And my goodness, this farm is ridiculous when he finds the Eidolons. But RL finds an even better kill, and that's Luki. Bolo, though, will pay the price here in exchange for Luki. He's dead for longer than Luki is, actually.
I'm pretty sure he bought back at some point.
He must have.
Yeah. What was I gonna say though? Wait, Arcus here. Gets the Gleipnir off.
Bloody Nine, not as lucky though, and he will die. Starbreaker ready in 4 seconds. The hook shot to interrupt the Alchemist, and with the Midnight Pulse on top, they actually don't have enough damage here for RL. Activates the Essence Ring and gets out of dodge. Stonebank giving chase, however, is really only going to watch Kit's tear down a Clockwork for like the 5th time this match. They with the Desolator, making it look really good. Almost at that full 20 damage now.
A bit surprising to see that they were like playing 5 versus 4, and they're like, now we can't take the Kit fight anyway. They back off. Again, 5ManMidas keeping it close here as the game goes on. This net worth advantage, 10k net worth advantage doesn't matter as much. So we'll see what they can do with that.
Yep, they just reclaimed is on top here. Yarn's about to get this Wraith Pact online, though. Fairly significant item, of course. That damage reduction, still really good. What did they changed the bounty and the model size, right, on Wraith Pact, if I'm not mistaken.
They also made it take one hit less.
Attack. Yeah, that's true.
That's kind of a big deal, honestly.
Yeah.
Like imagine it when you had one or take one hit away from the Phoenix Egg. That makes a huge difference to the value of the Phoenix Egg. Oh. For a second, I was like, oh, Crystal Maiden. And I was like, wait, Crystal Maiden's on you. I'm just so used to seeing Crystal Maiden dying after someone walks next to her. I'm like, in the meantime, Enigma has the BKB Blink Dagger available as well as the Black Hole.
There's overwhelming Blink for Stonebank. I mean, he's going to get through feeling. He doesn't even need to use Chemical Rage. Good patience there, saving that asset here for an upcoming fight. We are in this Roche window, so I think DogChamp, what they'd like to do here is probably force ultis. If you can get this 3-minute Black Hole cooldown popped right now, you stand a very good chance. At least you give yourself good odds for this next Roche fight. Luki, of course, as always, kicking off the fight. He is completely alone. He does have Dawnbreaker, but the rest of his team here is actually on top of the Tiny, who is trying to force some more magic damage and does, but the kill will still go to the Kits regardless. Over in the mid lane, there is a Black Hole. It's a solo Black Hole onto the Stonebank, but he's getting tons of healing here, but not nearly enough. He will be put down eventually. 3 cores battling into him. Yarn, even with the Nether Ward down and the Life Drain active, could not save his ally.
He said for a long time, 80 seconds, like this was supposed to be...
Luki? Cut RL. I'm not sure if there's follow-up here. RL does bottle up the D here, and they'll save that for a rainy day, and with the Shard, he's really quite extended his reach here quite a bit. Makes the jump now quite aggressively. Bloody Knife pops his own BKB, gets it interrupted though by the hook shot. He goes down. There's Kits unable to join the fight there on that Starbreaker. Luki, his arena mostly ignored here, is feeling even jetpacks out of it. That'll condemn Yaren. RL now on a mega kill streak here as Luki clears one more wave mid before blinking out.
What is happening?
They will catch him. He wants the bounty. He'll get the bounty, and now he's going to TP away.
Good thing for them to get that bounty. Maybe they need a little bit more. They need a little bit of gold because that net worth advantage that you see that says it's 7k, it's just 5k on the Alchemist, and Alchemist's net worth advantage is always a little inflated because one of his skills gives you nothing except actually more gold. So I wouldn't. Like, it's an even game. It's not. There's no advantage for DogChamp here right now.
Yeah, I mean the upgrade right now is this overwhelming blink as a blink canceller to try and get initiations. Because you're right, all Alchemist does is he gets items faster. If he can't use items effectively, especially when he abuse the timings, wow, what an initiation! They get through Luki. Kits almost dies there as well. They even throw a true after him for good measure. That's brutal. Luki taking a death there.
Alchemist is back though, and Roshan will be up in about 50 seconds. So they're they're kind of gonna be a bit cautious, and if they are, they'll give DogChamp the chance to actually contest them for the Roshan. Although no outpost for DogChamp, which is a telltale sign of just how strong the map is right now for 5ManMidas.
30 seconds till Roche is up, so they'll get Luki soon, especially if they can get that outpost back. Keeping Stonebank alive right now is going to prove to be quite instrumental, though. I wonder what he's going to take here for his 25 talent, though. I've seen both instances, especially without phase boots in the inventory. I've still seen people go for the HP regeneration. Feeling's going to break the smoke, and he gets the jetpack off before he's hit with the unstable concoction and killed. RL, though, in return, it's going to jump the Maiden, which forces the Dawnbreaker ulti. So Solar Guardian no longer available. It keeps Bloody Nine alive as Roche does respawn in the pit. However, Stonebank chasing. He wants the NP and he sees an NP. Doesn't want to have to pop BKB for an NP, though, is the issue. They get Yaren, however, in the Roche pit as Fade is going to kill him. Looks like did not have Black Hole, so couldn't have used it, of course. Bloody 9 being chased is going to prevent himself from dying. He's got Lukey here to back him up as well. But Stonebank is running back after he TP'd bottom, trying to snipe Odhuis. Pushing that bottom wave in.
Just to be careful though, Black Hole is up. And I like that Enigma's got 8 lens. He's going to go for Octarine Orb after, just to reduce those cooldowns as much as possible, because you are working with long cooldowns in the Black Hole as well as the BKB. So, you know, it's like, nah, 25% off seems pretty good for me.
And he bought out for it even. So without buyback right now, he's holding on to the Philly Stone, but that's not nearly going to be enough gold per minute to get him his buyback. Road Arena there, they catch Bolo, but the Black Hole's even better. I see 2-3 heroes inside of it. Stonebank not quite in the Black Hole. He was actually, I think, caught in the Sprout through his BKB, continues to fight. He gets through RL, Kits as well, still alive as he will chop through Odhuis. There's going to be the blink forward from Stonebank, finds the bash and the kill onto Fade. Lukey's still alive. Kits eventually does end up falling here. Looks like that was to the Tiny. They're going to try and punish the assassin here, but Bolo's off and away. Not to worry, though, for DogChamp as they get probably the biggest prize here of them all, which is going to be Hiroshi number 3-2.
If that's just the one with the shard, and they can give it. Let's see, does Crystal Maiden have it? Does she have the shard? She doesn't. You can give it. Dumbek already has. The Alchemist doesn't as well, and the Mars has. So out of the 3, I feel like you can give it to the Alchemist or the Crystal Maiden. Alchemist, you know, you might want to take it just because, like, yeah, you know, the Berserk portion is just always good. Whereas for you might be able to say some stunts.
They're gonna snipe him. He doesn't find the mid wave either with the hook shot, so he is killed. Now it's only up to Bolo to see whether or not he can steal this. Hiroshi quite low. Yaren, he's going to set up at least another ward. The tree is tossed in. That's the early warning system for Bolo. Bolo's a little bit early on his jump, though. He's going to try and get through it now, but they've got plenty of magic. Oh, he did get it! He got it right before he died? What a madman! How did he manage to do that?
I'm not sure. And, well, that's the only thing that he got. He didn't get anything else with it, so. Oh, well, that is well played.
How the hell did he manage that? I don't believe it.
That could have been really bad. If they weren't able to look at that. I thought he was dead. I was like, he's still alive. And, like, he's stunned everything and he just grabs it. Like,
what?
That's right.
It's incredible.
Must be a bug, sir.
No, he's a rock, not a bug.
Ah. No. I thought I was the dad here. You know, I'm the one with the dad jokes, alright?
Bolo's got buyback as well, so that's quite a huge get here for the likes of 5ManMidas. As Odhuis out of the Black Hole here, surprising them, but there was no BKB, and he dies instantly to the magic damage. RL, he was expecting more lockdown. He went on. He went in off the back of the Black Hole, but it didn't last nearly as long as they needed it to. Odhuis is going into emergency cut wave duty, but he's left a couple of creeps on through, and DogChamp straight on to end the game. Cogs here pretty decent here, trying to prevent them from immediately finishing him off, as Lukey's going to pin him to the inside of the Ancient, but a good toss here will condemn Lukey. They get through the Clockwork just as quickly. It's a 2 versus 5 though, because Lukey has the buyback. E-Blade here used, trying to do whatever they can to delay this game, but now with the Ancient exposed and no glyph of fortification, it seems just about impossible. Stonebank is going to cut through Bola here as Bloody 9 lets it go with the ultimate, the freezing field utilized, but Throne being focused, half HP, less now as 5ManMidas will lose the game and the series. DogChamp still giving themselves a chance here to get promoted to Div 1. They have a fighting chance. It's out of their direct control. They've got to be KBU. They've got to hope that KBU also loses as well to Alpha.